in connection with the last channeling about the sun, with this magnetic field changing and so on. Is it true that spaceships are coming through the sun? Is there significance to this?
Yes, dear ones, it has to do with the timing and the alignment that it is now time for some level of disclosure. It is time for these beings to be seen. It is also significant because coming through the sun, or being seen as coming through the sun, is a light template, meaning these beings are of the light rather than of the shadow. For there are other beings, of course, who have been connected and connecting to Earth. And some of these are of the shadow, but specifically the ones that are coming through the sun are working with the light and working with Earth's ascension. There is a purity required of these beings in order for them to be perceived as coming through the sun. This channel is asking, why are these beings not showing themselves to all on planet Earth, but only to those who have access to the solar observatories? This is, again, a timing and an alignment issue, dear ones. For the people on Earth as a collective are not ready for a full disclosure. And there are negotiations amongst governments and what you would call ETs, or your star brothers and sisters. This is a step before disclosure to the collective on planet Earth.
There was that one YouTube clip from that woman that took a picture from the sun with this, what she says, spaceships around the sun. So that was true then, yes, or real?
This was mostly real, yes. There was a bit of enhancement done to this photo, but the essence, the message was real.
In the Western part of the world, we have a religious text. We call it the Bible. And it's been greatly translated in various forms throughout the decades and years. There's a term in there called the mark of the beast. What is this referring to, and what does it mean?
Essentially, dear one, it is referring to the shadow coming into full illumination. The beast represents the shadow. And so as you see what is referred to as the mark of the beast, it is referring to the time, the alignment, where the shadow comes into full illumination. And you are in this process now, dear ones. Do you have any clarifying questions about this, dear one?
Yes. Does this mean that we're in a period of clearing out our shadows? Or is it referring to those who are unable to deal with their shadow may experience some sort of repercussions?
It is all of this, dear one. It is integrating the shadow. For those who have not integrated the shadow, yes, there are energies they will have to deal with. It is the understanding of karma. The energy you put forth is the energy that returns to you. And so all at this time are dealing with this. And so depending upon the energies you have put forth, it is what you are receiving now. It is what is returning to you now. The light and the shadow. And so if you have not integrated the light, or if you have not integrated the shadow, there may be great intensity or many things for you to integrate at this time. And if you do not understand this process and how it works, it can be quite confusing. Dear ones, you have come through a tremendous amount of energy in your calendar month of September 2018. Many of you have received upgrades and activations. Many of you have experienced great challenges energetically. While you may wish to hear that there will be some downtime now, I will say to you, dear ones, that the energies are continuing to amplify. There will be more alignments in October, November, December, and continuing on. Because, dear ones, as you are entering the photon belt, as you are on your ascension journeys, the solar, galactic, universal, and alignments beyond this will continue. Indeed, this is a time and an opportunity for you to practice your mastery. Your mastery in staying centered within your hearts. Your mastery in being human, even. For as these alignments continue, you will also continue to see more shadow and chaos coming to the surface. You will continue to see things in your media, some that are true, some that are untrue, some to bias and influence you, some things that are neutral. All of these things can affect your energy bodies if you are not working on your mastery of this, dear ones. You must learn to master your energy bodies. You must learn to master your human bodies. Many meditations and activations that this channel has brought through for you, you may want to circle back and revisit, for they can be of great assistance. Keep in mind, dear ones, as I have mentioned before, that as you perceive the chaos to increase, there is also an increase of light and support and love for you. And so as the energies may seem to be more challenging to navigate, there is also more support available for you. And it is your job to ask for this support. And so, dear ones, while it may feel greatly challenging to your energy bodies, to your physical bodies, during these times of shift and transition, please know and understand, dear ones, that you are greatly loved and supported. And you will only experience that love and support to the degree that you are willing to ask for it and receive it. This means to ask the light realm, your guides, your angels, the light beings, etc. This also means to ask those in your life who are able to provide support for you. I thank you, dear ones, for being here on this planet at this time. Your presence, your essence is everything. And I do invite you, dear ones, to commune with your essence frequently so that you can activate and cultivate it within your physical human being. So that as a human, you can radiate your essence, for that is what you have come to this planet to do, dear ones. And if you are upset or in reaction over something you see in the news, then you are missing a vital energy that you were meant to bring to this planet. And I do not say this with judgment, and I do not say this to be harsh, but I do say this to activate you into understanding that you being integrated with your essence is of great importance at this time. And if you indulge yourself in reactivity, you are not being in the fullness that you came here to be. I am not talking about feeling your feelings and emotions and allowing them to flow through you. I am talking about being in reactivity and allowing them to stagnate or perpetuate through your being. There is a difference, dear ones. And I am with you, always loving, always being with you. I thank you, dear ones. I thank you. Does anyone else feel like they just got kind of like, hey, wake up. Don't be messing around, being in reactivity. Wake up. I don't know, maybe it was just me, but that was like straight and to the point. Okay, thank you, Prime Creator. Thank you.